This video is sponsored by Cake Wallet, the easiest open source wallet to store Bitcoin, Monero, and Litecoin securely on mobile and desktop devices. When buying, selling, and exchanging crypto or trading for gift cards, Cake Wallet ensures privacy and security, giving you the keys to your coins. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Daily Zest. I'm your host, Randi Hipper, here today on a lovely Thursday, enjoying over $60,000 Bitcoin. We are sitting here around $63,000. We're going to jump into the nitty-freaking gritty. If you guys are ready for the zest, the education, make sure you smash a like, subscribe to the channel, and share the stream out with friends so more people know what's going on in this beautiful world that we call cryptocurrency. I'm so excited to be here today, excited to talk with y'all, because guys, we're here. And I don't know why people are saying we're back. We're back. You're only back if you left. We've been here and we'll always be here. So congratulations to everybody. If you've been holding, if you've been watching this show, you've been going on this journey since we started it at $15,000 Bitcoin. Give yourself a round of freaking applause. You go. Go, guys. Yeah. Cheer for yourselves. Amazing. Killing the game. Guys, I'm going to say good morning to you as you guys are smashing the like, subscribing, sharing this stream out with friends. I don't even got to say it. Piano Maddie B, sing it for me as you guys check out Cake Wallet and Market Cipher. Links in the live chat in the description. Use code ZESTY, code missteencrypto, for 20% off of Market Cipher.
Why don't you like and subscribe?
My first good mornings are obviously going to go to Alexandra G and Mr. Yi. Alexandra G dropped how many? 25 memberships before the stream started. So thank you so much for the membershippery. We love membershippery. Thank you so much, Alexandra G, my friend. And we have Mr. Yi. Thank you so very much for your kind words. Keep smiling and shining yourself too, because you need to be happy too. Okay? You listening? Okay, so we got Paper Planes in the chat too. Who said that? Martin said Piano Maddie B. Yeah, Bionic, nice to see you in here. Magic Sun, nice to see you. Let's get it. We got John Germain, Randy, of course, my girl Alexandra G. You guys didn't hear that little rave. You didn't hear it. We got Mark Smithson, Ray K in the chat. Zon Kang, nice to see you. Morn said we're moving. Yeah, we were. And then we kind of retraced a little bit. So we'll take a look. We have Zon Kang. Oh, hello. All right. Let's see. Robert Clark. S-Dog. Nice to see you. I lost my spot. We got Emma, XRPA11Y, Squeaky McGee. Good morning. Lazarus Hand, good morning to you. We have Ethos from X, nice to see you. Black Hat Team, SJGSM, nice to see you. Dave P. We have, oh, you're talking about comp. Okay, so again, yeah, if you want me to check out a token, please make sure you wait till the end when I'm doing the chart request, and I got you. We got Crimson in this chat too. Good morning, my friends. James Kellogg, good morning. Lazarus, good morning to you. Sadie Sometimes, AB, John Foster, good morning to you, and Emma. Sadie Sometimes, who do we have here too? Giovanni from X, nice to see you. Wick, what's up? John Crypto Enthusiast, good morning. Bullduck Eric, Crypto Farmer. Good morning, everybody. Wow. Naren, Scott Rhodes, Mike Volmer, nice to see you. Andrew F. You had me checking all morning to see if you started early. Listen, yesterday was an emergency. I had no choice. Like, when you're crossing a milestone like 60K, you go live over an hour early. And I was still up early. I was ready, too, because Bitcoin's been moving a little bit. So I was up, I was waiting, and, I saw Bitcoin was, still doing her thing. So I think it was like 7 a.m. or something like that. By 7 a.m., I was out the door. I was getting bagels this morning, treated myself to a little iced coffee because I was like, Bitcoin's pumping. I got to be like extra pumped for it. So, Wifey Wick, good morning to you. David G, Ness, nice to see you. Meninja's in the chat. Andy Albright. Oh my, wait, Andy Albright. Are you related to Randy Albright? or Albite. I don't think he has the R in his name. Very similar names. Very much caught me off guard there. Mary Rose, like my t-shirt. Thank you. I appreciate it. You know, you got to switch it up sometimes, right, Neo? Patrick Murphy. Who else is in the chat? Mayer. Hi, Mayer. All right, Misko, good morning. Everyone, good morning. You guys are beautiful people. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it. As you guys are joining again, let's make sure we can get to our goal of 150 likes, 150 live viewers. Please enter the poll as well. Jacob Montgomery, Rob Got It, Nismo, All Roads, Hef K, Pocket Change. Oh, we're getting raided. It's a raid. Baby, it's a raid. I'm gonna check this sweet chat. Why don't you check yours too? All right. Good morning, Chump Changers. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Bing bong to all of you.
Bing bong.
So let's get after it. Wow, we are getting after. Hello, everybody. Hi, Pocket Change. Hef K is a first-time viewer. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. No G is finally back. Good morning, Automatic Beats. Pass. Kyle, Jeff. Good morning, Joker, KJ, Nismo, everyone in the chat. TD, Backwards Miner. Oh, Joe said, hi from Barcelona, Spain. Hello from NYC. Thank you for joining me this morning. All right, guys, we are ready to pump it up.
Pump it up. You got to pump it up.
All right, let's check in on Bitcoin. All right, do-do. Boo-noo, do-noo-noo-noo-noo. Guys, again, we have a goal of 150 likes and 150 live viewers. Currently, I'm looking at the Bitcoin minute chart because, again, our levels are so on point, bro. So on point. We hit around 63.6, 63.7 today. So we're just kind of watching, seeing what Bitcoin's going to do. Seems like, again, we keep coming close to this point and backing down. We have some Christmas tree action on the minute right here with the latest green dot. Let's see if it plays out. But if you guys look here at the daily, sick of degenning on the minute, you guys could see that our level right here, we're in the golden zone. 63.6 is very important. We hit a high of around 64, almost 64.1 yesterday. So very, very zesty. We hit 64, went over ever so slightly, but rejected it right away. Keep it in mind. Have it be something you're watching, obviously. This run up with Bitcoin, we're up 20% in the last week. Just fire right there. Absolute dragoness right here. Spitting fire right here with Bitcoin. So I would watch out for the levels, of course. We only have one major level above it, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. Again, we're going to see what happens with this pump and see if we could hold 63K, because 63K has been a little bit of an issue this morning as I'm watching the charts. I also want to start off with Dave Portnoy on the show, because my man, he keeps posting about Bitcoin, his love-hate relationship, and it really came because he is interested in Bitcoin as an investment vehicle, at least. I don't think Dave Portnoy really knows the fundamentals of Bitcoin, and he met with some founders of exchanges, and they didn't tell him about self-custody. Unfortunately, they had him buy on their exchange, and he never took it off. What ended up happening is that he thought he bought Bitcoin. He thought he had Bitcoin at 15K, but he really actually sold it. So he really has no Bitcoin, and he just missed the whole way from 15 to now $64,000. Here's a little minute clip from Dave Portnoy, and then I'm going to have a little bit of a call to action for you guys, because I desperately want to help this man. And I've been trying to get in touch with him for such a long time, and I can't do it. So we need the community to let us shout. So, Dave Portnoy.
Sick to my stomach about Bitcoin. And now, whenever I talk about Bitcoin on DDTG Global, the Bitcoin memers, who are the best in the world, come at me. And for the next 48 hours, I'm going to have Michael Saylor. I'm going to have, you get the price you deserve, and this and that, and fucking this and that. And they're going to be doing the Winklevosses, telling me about aliens. I get it. But again, I didn't doubt Bitcoin. I don't know what people don't see the difference there. Yeah, I don't have it in the keychain. I don't buy it from the ether. I was buying it the simple way for a human. And then that fat fuck with the curly hair, FTX, fucking SB.
Stop. This whole clip makes me laugh. It makes me mad. But here's the whole thing, is that he kept keeping his money on exchanges, and he doesn't know about the blockchain. He calls it the keychain or something. And no one wants to meme him, and he's taking it so personal. And I think Dave Portnoy is such a smart man, and I think no one has really spent the time with him to really tell him what is Bitcoin. What is the purpose? That it's a decentralized peer-to-peer currency, that you're made to be your own bank with this technology. It gives you the ability to transact with anyone, anywhere in the world, 24/7, 365, with no censorship. The keychain is actually the blockchain, where every single transaction that's ever been done with Bitcoin is out there for everybody to see. It's a public ledger. It's basically an open book. Someone needs to explain this to my poor man, Dave. Maybe David that just subscribed can help us out, Keen Bean. I commented, and I will keep commenting on Dave Portnoy until he answers me. Dave, please let me have a conversation with you about Bitcoin, what it is, its purpose, and how to store it. I think you will understand so much more if you give me 30 minutes or less. Check out my highlights tab on X. I will not keep asking. So what I'm going to ask you guys in the chat is maybe you could clip this and tag Dave Portnoy under his tweet, or comment under my tweet with the little clip from this show. Show Dave that we have this active community, that we want to help him. And I think if, again, he sits down with me, I will lay out an unbiased view of Bitcoin and crypto and answer all of his questions. People like him need to be educated because he is in the market. He's someone that has a lot of influence. And if he properly understands what this is and what it does, I think it'll be highly beneficial to him, his life, and of course his following as well. And this is not to make people buy Bitcoin. It's not to make Dave buy Bitcoin again. It's to have him understand the fundamentals of what it is versus just watching the price action and him being upset. To have him understand that we're still extremely early. 98% of this world does not own Bitcoin yet. And it's already at $63,000. Imagine what it's going to be when 5, 10%, 20% of this world is in Bitcoin and crypto. We're so extremely early. So I would just like to educate him on that and have him know what this is about. It's about freedom. It's a revolution. It's not like his average stock investing. So there you go. So if you guys, again, could kindly comment on that under Dave Portnoy, let's get loud, let's get zesty, and let's get Dave Portnoy to have a conversation with me on or off air. I really don't care, but as long as we're getting this education done, that's what matters. And this is a prime example of education that needs to be done in the space that's still not being done, and it's so highly unfortunate that this is still an issue. But again, we're still extremely early, and that's what comes with the territory. Shout out to Gary Littlemore in the chat, too. Gary Littlemore sent me a little Dogecoin accepted here sticker, so I would just like to thank him really quick. Thank you for this, Gary Littlemore. Wanted to keep my little Dogecoin in check right here because I love my Dogecoin, doing only good every day. That's what the space is about. It's what I could also let Dave Portnoy know. Shout out to Big Sass as well on X watching the show from G Media. Shout out to Big Sass. He's out every morning doing weather reports on the street in New York. So let's jump in to somewhere that's not New York, that pretty much the U.S. kind of relates to in one way or another, which is Hong Kong. Hold on. We got the sound for you guys. Write it in the chat.
China. 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 China.
China is non-stop moving and grooving with their CBDC, their Chinese yuan, the e-yuan pilot, and they claim this is just moving along, that this is simply a pilot that's not just a part of everyone's daily life, and they want to improve their cross-border payment efficiency. Now, I'm going to show you what this article says, and then I'm going to go back to the classic link that we use every single time we talk about China and Hong Kong, because nobody talks about it until it becomes relevant. And we cover it on this show because we cover real news that nobody else is going to show you. And the basic research could get it done. Spend 10, 20 minutes at least. You'll find out so much more than you thought you would. Here we go. Hong Kong plans to expand the pilot scope of the yuan, China's CBDC, in trial to enhance cross-border payment efficiency, according to the government's latest budget. Paul Chan, the financial secretary of Hong Kong, said in his budget speech on Wednesday that the government plans to expand the testing of the digital yuan so more residents in Hong Kong may top up their wallets through the local existing, quote, faster payment system, FPS. No, this is not a game, my friends. It's a real-time payment settlement system that allows users to make cross-bank e-wallet payments by entering mobile phone numbers or the email address of the recipient. The HKMA had their first phase pilot of the EHKD, so the Hong Kong digital dollar thing they got going on here, in October of 2023, and has, quote, studied domestic retail use cases in various areas such as programmable payments, offline payments, and tokenized deposits. The HKMA plans to, quote, soon commence the second phase of the pilot. They've been engaged with the Enbridge CBDC project, which, does the Enbridge CBDC project sound quite familiar, Zesty fam? Oh, yeah, it does. Why does it sound so familiar? Because we've been covering it for so long, well over a year. I'm going to cry screaming about it one day because nobody is listening, except for you people that are here and educated. hkma.gov.hk. Check it out. Oh, yeah, our classic page talking about their CBDC. Since 2017, they've been experimenting. Freaking slide down over here. 2019, the Bank of Thailand joined in. And then by 2021, we had the UAE. And of course, who was behind the whole shebang? The Bank for International Settlements. And where did they rename it to? It was originally Project Ithenon Line Rock. What did they rename it to? Project there it is. Project Enbridge. There you got it. And how long have we been covering this? I can't even tell you. And it's so unfortunate that people don't know that countries like China have been working on things like this since 2017, since the 2 bull markets ago now. 2 bull markets ago, they've been working on this. And people don't even know about Bitcoin yet. Imagine how messed up people are going to be when they find out that there's going to be countries, and there's already countries that are building ahead of you. There are steps and steps ahead of you. The Bank for International Settlements, who are they? It's a group of unelected bureaucrat central bankers that, do they politically align country to country? Supposedly not. But everything aligns when you're talking about one thing: money. What do they all do? They have meetings with one another. Hong Kong, Italy, any Euro area. The U.S., Jerome Powell, they're all a part of it. And they control 95%.
You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
$5 from David Tregeras. Everyone stop what you are doing right now and buy Bitcoin. I will wait. Shout out to the Queen of BTC and Emma and Randy. 100k BTC incoming.
Pimp it up, 100k Bitcoin. Thank you, David. I appreciate you, fam. Wow, dude. Yeah, thank you. And what are all these countries doing? They're creating CBDCs, and they control 95% of the world's economy. Offline payments, you know what that means? Because they're going to have it connected to your SIM card. They're going to have it connected to your NFC chip, which is the same technology that they use for tap and pay. You guys understand that everything you do on or offline will be tracked. And if they do not like what you are doing, they will shut down your account. They will and already have the digital yuan that expires. It becomes digital coupons. It's not money anymore. They enact a social credit score where if you don't have the right documentation or you're doing something that they don't like, they will deduct money from your account. Guys, I've had firsthand experience where I went to go speak at Columbia University, the Ivy League. And as you can see, if you look at the pictures from that day that I posted on social media, that class was heavily diverse with international students. A lot of them came from
China.
A lot of them came from China, specifically Hong Kong. They showed me their app that was powered by Alibaba, and this kid's score was in the middle. It kind of looked like the fear and greed index. I asked him, I said, your score is like 500. It's in the middle. What does this mean? And he said, I went to buy a portable charger and I returned it late. And when I returned it late, they reduced my score and took money from my digital yuan or his digital dollar. And then I said, so what happens if it goes lower? And he said, if it goes any lower, his score, he won't be able to buy anything. This was over the summer that I met this kid. I can't imagine what's going on there now and how this technology is progressing, because Hong Kong, China, they will never tell you how far this really goes. We'll never really find out how deep it is until it gets to our own country. And I don't understand why anyone in our country advocates for a CCP-style surveillance tool. That's why I'm so thankful for people like Tom Emmer. That's why I'm so thankful for people that are going to stand up for America. Because if you are pro-CBDCs, you are anti-America, you are anti-human, you are anti-freedom. And the only people that really support CBDCs are the people that want to remain in power. Because what, again, do they care about? Their own pockets. And it only benefits them. It only benefits the people that are in control of the system, not the people that are everyday like us. Even now, we know that we have to report every single transaction we make. Yet our own government can't even track down billions of dollars that they sent to gosh knows where. They don't have to be held accountable, but we do. Privacy is a basic human right. Life, liberty, and property, all inalienable, natural
You're welcome.
rights.
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
$1.99 from Network Bits. Test am I unblocked?
Be your own bank. Don't be devalued. Don't let yourself fall into a digital coupon and a social credit score where you have no freedom and no ability to live your life anymore. That's why we're in Bitcoin. That's why we're in crypto. And it's the most peaceful revolution you'll ever see in your life. Sorry I had to start off spicy like that, but it was so true. And we needed to talk about it because obviously we have the Bitcoin pump, and people like that do not like when Bitcoin starts to go up, unfortunately. It is what it is. It's going to be okay. And what else is going to be okay? Your Coinbase account. Because yesterday we saw the classic, and I've been warning you guys, I've been screaming it from the rooftops, saying that if you have money on an exchange and it hurts your heart, if you lose it, you gotta move it. And when there is volatility going down, going upwards, what happens? Coinbase shuts down because they can't handle the volume, but it happens every single time. It is what it is. Maybe they really had server issues. As Brian Armstrong was saying right here, we are dealing with a large surge of traffic. Apologies for any issues we encounter. The team is working to fix. He then retweeted later on and said, apps are now recovering. We had modeled a 10x surge in price in traffic, and load tested it. This exceeded that number. It's expensive to keep services over-provisioned, but we'll keep working on auto-scaling solutions and killing any remaining bottlenecks. Thank you for bearing with us. There you go. When there's so many people that want to buy, sell, take profit, that's what happens. But also, if you have limit orders, which again, you can use limit orders and trading to your advantage, you have a limit order, you set the limit order, and no matter what, they will fill if this ends up happening. But it happens every single time. I've been saying it on the show. I've been saying it in my YouTube and every other short form video I've posted. And even people in the comments were like, yup, Coinbase went down. I posted it all before it happened. So you were warned. I did throw it out there. And it's just a reminder of how common it is. And it doesn't take a genius to predict it because it happens every time. The odds are more that it shuts down than not. So just watch out. And everyone should be okay on Coinbase now, by the way. And what else might be okay? It might be your Gemini Earn account. Since Gemini got caught up with DCG and Genesis, where apparently they were taken advantage of. DCG, Barry Silbert, they didn't do their job. They were apparently commingling funds from the Earn people and other customers. It was just a little bit of a tiff that they just could not overcome. Gemini said they were fully scammed, basically, that they were not responsible. They shouldn't be held responsible, that they want to make their customers whole. They posted that this might actually happen. And again, if it does happen, you're extremely lucky that people like the Winklevi are hard workers, that they want to make sure these people that were a part of the Earn program get their money back. Just goes to show again, if you do staking on a centralized exchange or some sort of other platform, please be advised that you do not have keys to your crypto anymore and that you are taking that risk that if it has no way to withdraw, again, you have to be okay with not getting it back in exchange for maybe some extra cash, which again, the greed comes in heavy. They posted Gemini Trust Co. X account. Earn update today. We are pleased to announce that we have finally reached a settlement in principle with Genesis and other creditors in the Genesis bankruptcy that will, if approved by the bankruptcy court, result in all Earn users receiving what, who, where, and why, friends? 100% of their digital assets back in kind. That means if you had lent 1 Bitcoin in the Earn program, you will receive 1 Bitcoin back as part of the settlement. And it means that you will receive any and all appreciation of your assets since you lent them to the Earn program. If approved, we will be returning over $1.8 billion in value at today's prices, $700 million more than when Genesis halted withdrawals on November 16th of 2022. Looking forward, if the bankruptcy court approves the settlement, Earn users can expect to receive approximately 97% of their assets in kind with about 2 months from then. And they can expect to receive their remaining asset balance within the next 12 months. That is super, super quick. The settlement in principle is subject to definitive documentation. It can take as long as 2 months to complete, and they'll keep Earn users informed. We even see within their actual press release right here that they have to pay, or Gemini is contributing themselves, $40 million to the recovery of Earn users. That's pretty interesting. I'm not going to lie, guys. 40 million of their own cash just to squeeze up and zip tie and end what they had going on. So shout out to Gemini for cleaning up business, standing on business, making sure people get their money back. I think this was one of the most successful things we've heard, and I believe they really will go through with it versus FTX's bankruptcy estate, which I'm very skeptical of in general. One thing I'm not skeptical of is Bitcoin, and I love this space so much. I do. I genuinely do. It must be hard to believe because I'm here every day, right? And there are people that are going to stand on business, like Nayib Bukele, the president of El Salvador. He's been talking some spicy stuff lately. He's been tweeting and spitting fire. The other day, he was at CPAC, and listen to what he said there about the dollar, and then we'll go into how he's now doubling down on El Salvador's Bitcoin bet.
Well, so if the government can print unlimited amounts of money out of thin air, why did they collect taxes? I mean, in theory, it would make sense, right? If they can print unlimited amounts of money, why would they need taxes for? The answer is simple, but it's very shocking. The real problem is that you pay high taxes only to uphold the illusion that you are funding the government, which you are not. It's shocking, but it's true. The government is funded by money printing, paper backed with paper, a bubble that will inevitably burst. The situation is even worse than it seems, because if most Americans and the rest of the world were to become aware of this farce, confidence in your currency would be lost, the dollar would fall, and the Western civilization with it.
And that's true. They could print. Congressman Sherman second himself. Everyone could print because they're in the government, just because they're the government. Shout out to Meninja for 5 memberships. Woohoo! Hey, you get Meninja. It's like you gifting a membership to yourself. That's actually hilarious. Thank you. Thank you. Beautiful. It's all true. You think that you're paying taxes to fund the government, but really they could just print. Everything is an illusion. Nayib Bukele, his economy basically runs on the dollar. So that I find very interesting, but he also has that backup plan because also Bitcoin is legal tender, as they were the first country to do so. He got in a fight, Nayib Bukele, the president of El Salvador, with no one else but Peter Schiff. This is hysterical. Please read these tweets. When Bitcoin market price was low, they literally wrote thousands of articles about our supposed losses. Now that Bitcoin's market price is way up, if we were to sell, we would make a profit of just over 40% just from market purchases. And our main source of how Bitcoin is now in their citizenship program. We won't sell, of course. At the end, one Bitcoin is one Bitcoin. And this was true when the market price was low. It's still true now. But it's very telling that the authors of those supposed hit pieces, the quote-unquote analysts, the quote-unquote experts, and the quote-unquote journalists are totally silent now. Remember this, next time they spill lies again about El Salvador. This absolute freaking facts. Absolute facts. They were writing pieces on El Salvador. The IMF, the International Monetary Fund, was telling El Salvador that they shouldn't have Bitcoin as legal tender. All these hit pieces about how they were gonna default on their debts when actually they paid them back, that their bonds are soaring, that everything else in El Salvador is almost outperforming the U.S. in terms of how they're progressing as a country, as the U.S. keeps declining. Whoever embraces Bitcoin, whoever is early, will be powerful. El Salvador might become one of the largest, and not the largest, but probably the most powerful country in the world, depending on how big they go with Bitcoin and if other countries decide to jump in. Peter Schiff jumped in with his opinions and he said, talk about those profits after you sell and realize them. Nayib Bukele clapped back and said, cry harder, with a kiss emoji. Absolute shade. And then Peter Schiff said, I'm not the one who will be crying. It's your people who will be in tears. Why not concentrate on liberating them from government rather from their money? Which is actually hilarious because he has liberated them. He's cleaned up the country in terms of all of their gang activity. Safety is doing great there. It went from one of the most dangerous destinations to one of the most desirable destinations for tourists to go to. Like he said, cry harder, baby. Cry harder, baby. So Nayib Bukele knows the fate of the dollar, and that's why he's progressive with Bitcoin, and he's progressive about his country's safety and making sure that people could come invest in Bitcoin and that they're going to be a priority in the country if they're innovating. That's smart. That's thinking ahead. And that's being someone that's young versus all the people that run our country that should be taking a fat nap right now in their old age home. Liz Warren? Janet Yellen? Is that you? It's okay. Go to bed. Go to bed. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to wake you up. Sorry. Who else is it sounds like an angry grandpa. An angry grandpa. It's Jim Cramer. This dude is hilarious. Where He said at the beginning of the year that Bitcoin, don't buy it, you're a sucker, all these things, that Bitcoin still has a lot of room to dip. And as you can see, year to date, Bitcoin is up around 50%. And he was so upset that Bitcoin's over $60,000 that this is what he said yesterday.
A potato flew around my room before you came, excuse.
Well, he didn't say that, but he did say something else.
There's underperformance, okay? It's depressing.
I don't want to.
What has Bitcoin ever done for mankind? Are you ever on a Bitcoin phone? Watson, come here, I need you. I mean, what is it?
Well, coming up, United
How about
Healthcare
Revolve?
is apparently in.
There's under.
Do you see how upset he is? What has Bitcoin ever done for mankind? It's helped people be their own bank, own something. What has Bitcoin done for you, Jim Cramer? If you look back to 2021, you sold some of your position, not even all of it, which how much does he still own, to pay off a mortgage. Seems like it's benefited you quite enough, so you can answer that question yourself, buddy. He then moves on later that day, a few hours after this, and said, given the success of the Bitcoin ETFs, it's pretty obvious that an Ethereum ETF will soon bloom. So if you're an ETH holder, you might have gotten jinxed just a little bit, but we do know that an ETH ETF is inevitable, and it doesn't take a genius to know that one. Just throwing it out there at least, you know. Thank you guys for subscribing, you lovely, dovely people. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Guys, we're like getting after it on this channel. We're freaking pumping it up this morning. Like, I don't give any shits. None, not one. We also, because we have some people popping in, they're liking, they're subscribing, we're getting after it. We have 11 more subscribers until we hit 15.3. So I will ask you kindly, my friends.
Why don't you like and subscribe and share this video? Bing bong.
And if you don't subscribe, then how dare you? How dare you from Greta? From the Greta? Because we're going to the Jimmy. It's gonna be a real, real good time. All right, guys, and we wouldn't be here in the Bitcoin pump if there wasn't any FUD. And here's where it comes from. Two things from the U.S. government. One, the SEC says that they're a little bit skeptical of Dogecoin, and his payment of $166 million to a law firm. Why are they suspect? Let's read into what the SEC has to say here. The SEC has raised objections to a $166 million retainer payment for lawyers of Terraform. Additionally, the SEC said that Terraform should not be allowed to hire the law firm or pay litigation costs for its employees. They said that they intended to avoid paying a future judgment, and that's why they sent that much money, to probably claim that they were broke and that they couldn't pay the actual thing. We do know that Dodo filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in January, Terraform Labs. So this was a voluntary petition there. Who knows? I think that it could be possible that they're doing a little bit of something shady, but our own government doesn't hold themselves accountable for the money that they spend. So how are they going to hold Dodo accountable? Then, speaking of the money that the U.S. government owns, the U.S. government, the FUD. Apparently, they're moving, or they did move, $922 million of seized Silk Road Bitcoin after it broke $60,000 yesterday. Quickly, shout out to Meninja for gifting out a membership to Robert Clark. That is very nice. You rain of love. Thank you. The U.S. government transferred $922 million worth of Bitcoin from two crypto wallets that held funds from Bitfinex. Oh, apologies. I thought this was Silk Road when I read it earlier. Bitfinex Bitcoin. So yeah, the U.S. government moved $922 million of seized Bitfinex Bitcoin from 2016 after it broke 60K. I thought they were moving around the Silk Road from what I understood. But Their transfer occurred the same day as we crossed 60K, the first time in over 2 years. We see that the first test transfer with only 1 Bitcoin occurred on the 28th yesterday, shortly after they labeled another wallet for a second transaction of 2,800 Bitcoin, and a third one of just 0.01 Bitcoin. And the fourth was 12,200 Bitcoin. Like, this is a ridiculous amount. But they do have seized approximately around 120,000 Bitcoin worth over $7.4 billion at the current price. Very weird. Very weird. It only transferred a day after one of the hackers who stole and laundered $4.5 billion from Bitfinex appeared at a Washington court. Where did it come from? What are they going to do? I'm very suspect of the government. I don't really trust them. I don't really think that, I think they want to start FUD. I think they want to talk about, oh yeah, this from this day in 2016, and then the Silk Road Bitcoin is going to come back to. Nothing really surprises me. The fact that they're moving it around, they want people to know they're moving it around. They want people to speculate. They want us to think that the government is selling and that we sell because they're selling. Sell it, dude. Put it on the market. Let us buy it up. We don't care if you sell. It's better for us because you're bearish in a totally tyrannical regime. Period. So Gary Gensler, Liz Warren, Janet Yellen, I'm surprised they didn't put it in their pockets instead. Nothing surprises me. Nothing. But what wouldn't surprise me either is if SBF just got off easy. And we see his legal team is arguing for some leniency, and he's looking for around a 63 to 78 month prison sentence. After he stole billions of dollars, they claim that because people may be made whole, that he didn't really cause that much public harm. Although he did take a bunch of NFTs from people that owned FTT, weren't aware of all the fake tokens they were creating for not just FTT, multiple tokens. There was no denying the fact that if you put money in FTX, it went straight to Alameda's bank account, which then went to SBF, his parents, and all of these people that made campaign financing donations that nobody's talking about anymore, that they bought all these luxurious properties, they bought whatever they wanted, and still, how are they not held accountable for the biggest scam in history? They're saying they should take it easy on him, not only because of making people whole again, but because he's a good person. And 29 people apparently are backing him up on that. SBF will be back in court next month, the time asking for leniency. He was convicted of course, 7 counts of fraud and conspiracy. They're proposing the former billionaire serve between 63 and 78 months per a memo filed by his attorneys. He carries a maximum sentence of 110 years, which we know already he's not going to get. Quote, Sam is not the, quote, evil genius depicted in the media or the greedy villain described at the trial. He is a 31-year-old son, brother, friend, humanitarian, and philanthropist. Adding that he is deeply, deeply sorry for the pain he caused. Seems like he's just saying, they're not. It's not me. I didn't mean it. When he fully admitted to knowing what was going on, and then he claimed it was all Caroline Ellison's fault, and he tried to throw everybody else under the bus. And let's not forget, as a community, when SBF and FTX collapsed, SBF was not supposed to be on social media, yet he was. And when he was on Spaces, what was he doing? What did you hear? Just clicking from his keyboard, because he was playing League of Legends in the Bronze League, not even doing good. He was in the Bronze League and playing games as there were millions and thousands of people on various Twitter Spaces asking Sam, where's our money? He didn't care about you. Humanitarian what? What did he ever do for anybody but himself? He claimed that he wanted to give it all to charity. When you went to donate to a charity, do something charitable with FTX, you went to Papa SBF. And Papa SBF only gave money to politicians and his friends, including SBF's brother, his weird charity that still is highly suspect. And let's not forget the bank that SBF owns or owned. Like, so many things being left out here. Is he really going to be held accountable? No, because they leave everything out that's not convenient for their narrative. It's horrible. Absolutely horrible. Yeah, that's the definition of fraudsters. Oh, poop, sorry.
Hucksters, fraudsters, scam artists, Ponzi schemes.
I just also want to let you know about this DeFi lending platform, Seneca, was exploited for over $6 million. So if you guys were a part of this, I do want to let you know that this is the DeFi lending platform and stablecoin issuer Seneca has been exploited. And apparently this is $6.4 million so far. They urged users to revoke approvals for the affected contracts, and the staff are currently working with security specialists to investigate the bug. Apparently this was a smart contract issue. And I'm not the most techiest of tech nerds, but I will tell you that it's something that should never happen. And that's why you always have to be skeptical of everything that you're doing and make sure that the protocol has been around for a long time and that you yourself see some green lights there and you don't invest more than you afford to lose. You know that. You know that. Also, Bitcoin ETFs, a lot of people are attributing the current pimp to that. Bitcoin ETFs hit a volume record of $7.6 billion with a B. $billion. Look at this. BlackRock around $3.3 billion yesterday. Fidelity 1.4, Grayscale 1.8. There was a previous record of $4.6 billion. This is just an absolute insane amount of money, and it might outperform gold, period, on every type of time scale. So that's just absolutely wild. Absolutely wild. Let's go into the market recap. Are you guys ready? We have the market recap, a huge sea of green. I'm so excited. How do you guys feel about the market? We got SHIB, DOGE, Hex, of course, making a move because degens are going to degen. Bonk, Solana's moving. Everything's moving. A lot of things are moving. So we're going to go into the charts. We're gonna go into the charts. Bitcoin is lingering at $63,250, just about up 1.1% this morning. What a day yesterday. It was like every 15 minutes, I was like 60K, 61, 62, 62, like it was just endless craziness yesterday. So we do have a green dot that's printed, moving that momentum right on up. Beautiful money flow going on here. VWAP not giving me the best of the zest. The RSI, it's very overbought. Hasn't been this overbought since January of this year, and previous to that in January of 2021. Very interesting, very interesting. And we're still in that golden zone, which is around 59,950 to be exact. Moved on up. You see our wick highs. We're right at our resistance here at 63.7. Testing it this morning, kind of coming on down from there. And again, we are now in the golden zone, where the next major level I'm looking at here is 66K, where we rejected here, retraced down to 60, and then we surged to the all-time high of 67. 7 was the closure, and 69 was obviously the wick. So that's what I'm looking at next. Those are the next major levels besides 64K. And then we have Ethereum soaring, because she's soaring, flying. There's not a zone that ETH can't reach. $3,482, 2.84% in the green. I'm not enjoying the curvature I'm seeing on the VWAP because we don't like curvature on the VWAP. We like spicy, confident moves upward, kind of like the money flow and the momentum that is picked up after that green dot was printed a few days ago. And then we have a severely overbought RSI, which again could mean a cool down soon, and that would be okay. But the bullish level we have here at 35.50 is where we had a major rejection in the past of April 2022. So I would watch out for this. And then if we go through that confidently, I would look up to the golden zone for ETH, which is 39.60 just about. But otherwise, look at the 32.30 and then 27.75 for like a bearish scenario. Litecoin, it's the freaking Right, Coin? And I enjoy her. She's amazing. And she's pimping. So if you guys take a look here, Litecoin Summit, July 24th to the 25th in Nashville, Tennessee. Make sure you're there. Litecoin is pimping up 10.75%. Let's freaking go. $82.65. Look how... That is so stunning. Green dot shot up that momentum. Money flow. VWAP looks great. RSI, stunning. First time we've seen overbought and nice, confident overbought in such a long time. And I'm freaking bullish all the time on Litecoin because it's the best tech around. So yeah, the 200-day SMA, I want to keep closing above there. For maybe at least another week, so we get far away from her. And then we also have right here our next level above. I'll pull out these lines so it looks a little bit better. But our next level is basically $85.50. But my heart wants that $84, which was our high today, and $84 just for the psychology of it all. 84 million Litecoin, $84 Litecoin, just makes sense. But 85.74 is basically the next level. And then above that, we're looking at $91. That was a major resistance for a while. But yeah, those are the levels I'm looking at with Litecoin. And I just... You got to pump it up. Of course, we can't forget about Doge. Holy. Have we been waiting for this? Now, guys, what did I say about Doge? My warm and fuzzy level was right here at 9.5 cents. And then I said, not that it's promised, but it's possible that once we go through 9.5 with confidence, we could go right to 10 cents. And that's exactly what we did. So I'm very happy that came out into fruition. We do have 13-cent Dogecoin this morning, 12.7% in the green, just absolutely a beast. And we were talking about as that money flow was crossing, is that a time too long? And I heard the crypto face voice in my head, and gosh dang it, I should have listened to it if I was a major trader. But also, look, I don't like the VWAP sharply down like that. I would like it to pick back up. But look at that momentum, that RSI severely overbought. We have not been at this level since October of 2020 freaking 2. Thank you for subscribing, my friend. October of 2022 was when we had that massive spike to 15 cents. Just insane. Absolutely insane. So again, what goes up must come down. But if we're going still bullish, I would look at that 14 cents. And then the bearish would be like ultimately coming back down to 9.5, establishing support, or at least staying above 10 cents. That's the major thing, especially because look at this volume. Like, it's just ridiculous. We have to make sure we can sustain it and it's defended. We got Cardano. That's 69 cents, dude. 69 cents. And then our bullish scenario is at 90. But neutral, I would like to close at the 64, at least above that, because again, it was like a little bit of a rejection right here. We found support at 46 and came back up, so I would like to retest that and keep going. Also, the money flow is going green, so I do hear that crypto face voice in my head, but I don't know if it's going to be too confident. Although we do have a lot of good signals here, like the green dot, the momentum shooting up, RSI is looking snazzy, and that VWAP looks great. So just beware, but again, we've had a lot of running up the past few days. So again, if Bitcoin starts to dip, a lot of the market might go with it. But again, look at my little Dogecoin sticker. Look how cute she is. I love it. It's so adorable. Gary Littlemore. What a G. What a G. Let me see those 100 emojis in the chat. How do I check my emoji? I'm a brand new member as of a few days ago. I think you just have to click like the little smiley face button and you should be able to see the emojis just like you do on a Piano Matty Beast channel. It's all the same. But if you can't figure it out, we'll help you. We'll help you. Juice Toes, Andy S., nice to see you. Who else we have in here? Good morning. Joseph Citizen. Glenn, nice to see you. The Irish G. David Lee, good morning. Haven Peck, nice to see you. Hannah, nice to see you too. Sharam, Crypto Crabman, Nova Knox, nice to see you. Flat Smack, what's up? Aaron, what's up? All Track is in the chat. Good morning, everybody. Bullish Bradley, Robert Clark. Yeah, if you guys, if I haven't said good morning to you, make sure you yell at me. I saw Mike Shawshig in here. Good morning to you. Jeff, good morning. Ray K, good morning. Who else? Deli, nice to see you. Wow, you guys are beautiful. Dave Digital, Joey W, good morning. Good morning, Mellow Fellow, good morning. Oh, wow, you guys are absolutely gorgeous. Do we have, how many likes do we got? 158. Psh, this ratio is legit. Like, we're freaking pumping it up. You guys are too good to me, though. You guys are too good to me. We always have more likes ending up than viewers sometimes. And that's the zestiest ratio, dude. Cybermind, hello. Pirate, good morning. Joey said, loving Solana. I could look at Solana for you if you'd like. Joseph said, you got a good show. Well, thank you. I appreciate it, and I hope we see you as often as you can come. Mike Shaw Shig, finally able to catch a stream after your 8 a.m. class. Well, good thing that you're educating yourself, but also this is some good education too, so I'm glad that you're able to pop in, Mike Shaw Shig. You know I appreciate you. You know I do. Thank you for subscribing, my friends. Welcome, welcome. Let's go to Solana, and then we'll do a subscriber check. I want to hit 15.3. And we might only be a few away, so I want you guys to subscribe so we could have a good time. So we can have a good time. Let's go to Solonzo. It's like $131 at the moment. Freaking beastly. And you guys know we were talking about a specific level. And again, absolutely freaking smashed. And you guys know I like to see my levels play out. You guys know I love to see the chartery because the chartery is like so important to me. So we're going to get into that. And the level we were talking about, let's get rid of this dot. What is this? Is right here. Bam. We were talking about 130 for the bullish scenario, but then we were also firstly talking about this. So we have $131 right now. We're up 10%. Dude, curvature. Like that's top-notch curvature for money flow. And then you have that green dot that pulled that momentum up. The RSI just absolutely ripping from under neutral to fully bullish and overbought. Now, the 120 was a harsh resistance, but again, we kind of found our footing at 104 and took off to this 133, 134. And again, it was where we really lost our footing back here in April of 2022, which ultimately brought you all the way down here to $27 and eventually below that. So I would take a look right here, 130, neutrally close at this level, but bearish maybe neutral, 105, and then bullish. You can't see it. Let me move. 169 or 170. Again, based on previous levels of not really being able to hold, coming back down to 130. But when we get through it, we went to all-time highs of 258. But again, failing support, you go down to that 133. So these levels really coordinate with one another. So there you go. That's our current zest for Solana. That's the current zest. I like that you called it Solonzo. It's what it is now. It's what it is. He's renamed it officially. Listen, it's a decentralized ecosystem. I could call it whatever I want. SBF hyping it up in prison. Yeah, apparently I heard a rumor. I don't know if it's true that SBF is trying to pump Solana from jail, which that's totally an SBF thing to do because he totally doesn't have any access to any buying and selling from his own pocket. What a joke! Like this guy is trading. He's probably playing League of Legends from prison, and everyone's like, yeah, that sounds great. Randy, Dogecoin core has been updated to 1.14.7. Those running core or nodes need to update. Okay, so everyone running Dogecoin nodes, please update them and be on top of what they're doing. Always make sure if you're a miner, you're keeping up with all that. It's very important. Robert Clark is going off with these emojis. He said he's expecting an alt pump on any Bitcoin dip. Well, it might inverse, because that's what happened a lot of times last bull market. Hi, Shadow Trades. Cybermind said he added 1K more of BTC and the ETF this morning. That's awesome. Good for you. Ken, thank you. I appreciate you. Oh, you're helping me achieve my goal, Ken. Ow! Thank you. Hand hearts to you, my friends. I appreciate that so very much. You guys are awesome in this chat. You guys are always so happy and vibrant, which makes me even more happy and vibrant. Like, it's just, oh, all this energy. Oh, we have Sean in the chat. It's time for a sip of water. Guys, this is such an amazing day. We're going to keep posting on Bitcoin. We're still, again, I think 63K is a little bit of an issue. And we'll just see what happens here. I think it's very important that you guys, of course, keep calm, hodl on, be your own bank. And I will never stop saying it because it's so relevant. Yesterday, everyone was freaking out. Everyone and their mom was like, where's my Coinbase? Where's my Coinbase? Guys, it's okay. One, it came back and you're lucky. And two, be your own bank. Take this off the exchanges, all right? You heard? You heard? Be safe, please. Practice safe crypto. And make sure, again, don't get greedy. Keep calm. Hodl on. Make sure. Hold on.
Bing bang. The sound check, baby, it's a sound check. I'm gonna check this sweet mic. Why don't you check yourself? Why don't you like and subscribe and share this video?
I freaking love Piano Matty B. He is so amazing. And this revolution that we are part of is amazing. And I appreciate every single one of you for supporting me. I want to support you. We're all a Zesty fam. And the conversation continues on Discord and Telegram. So make sure you guys join our Telegram. Make sure you join our Discord. They're all free and public. So that everybody could get access to conversation and information. Make sure you don't trust anybody. Like in the chat, someone said don't trust, verify. Be that way. Verify everything. Don't click links. Don't connect your wallet to anything. Take your crypto from the exchange, put it in your wallet, store those recovery phrases offline. Have an amazing day. Again, smash the like, subscribe, share the stream out with friends, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning for the Daily Zest. As always, Ken is a member for 2 months. He said, oh, wow. Also, we need a subscriber count. Someone requested, and we have 15,298. So I'm hoping to maybe get 2 more. If anybody's out there, you're not subscribed yet, subscribe. Subscribe, my friends. We got 2 more. Oh, my gosh. What's going on here? Dude, TikTok just had me do some sort of capture thing. They thought I was a robot. They literally were going to take off my live stream just now. TikTok trying to wipe me out. That's crazy. But yeah, guys, again, 2 more subscribers, and we'll be at 15.3. And I know once I stop looking at it, it'll happen. So thank you guys so much. Again, I appreciate every single one of you. Again, like, subscribe, share this out with friends. We're going to get after it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I will be posting a video today for Prime XBT. So make sure you guys check that out. You like it, you comment, and you also join with that link that I'll have in the description. It'll very much help the channel. And we are 1 more away. We can do it. 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 Steve. Nice to see you. Nice to see you, Steve. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day. I'll see you guys later. Stay zesty. Much love. Mwah. Rain of love. Oh, my gosh, Ken. I can't go yet. Ken, thank you for gifting 5 memberships to the chat. Thank you so much. That's so awesome of you. Thank you, Ken. Sheesh. I appreciate that. Membershippery. I don't know. We don't have it yet. We need 1 more. Yay! We did it! We did it! 15.3! And it was Dark Matter Labs. Shout out to you, Dark Matter Labs. Thank you for being number 15.3. Woohoo! Shout out to Dark Labs. Thank you, my lovely friends. This is what the community is about, man. 16K next. 16K next. Guys, we're growing like a weedy. Zach said from TikTok, you just subbed. Zach from TikTok. Freaking gosh. Thank you, Zach from TikTok. I appreciate you. I see your comment right there, too. Sir Lewis, what up? Patrick Murphy, what up over there, too? Yeah, we're at 301 now. Thank you, guys. Oh, sheesh. My heart is so freaking warm. I can't with you guys. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you more than you know. I have like this back-to-back day today, so I really got to get things done. But My gosh, my heart is so warm. So thank you so much. I will see you guys tomorrow for the Daily Zest. Like, subscribe, share the stream out with friends. Tomorrow we do have a show scheduled with the guests. I'm going to double confirm with them today, but we should have another show tomorrow at 2 p.m. So we'll have the morning show. Then we'll have a 2 p.m. show as well tomorrow with an interview. We're going to talk some charts and some amazing stuff with our guests. Once I 100% confirm them. They're 90% right now. Shout out to Papa Tom in the chat. Much love to Papa Tom. Papa Tom is my papa. Thank you guys so much. Again, I'm actually going to leave now. Thank you for the 15.3. Much love. Mwah. Stay zesty. Woohoo! Let's dance it out. Let's dance it out.
Why don't you like